What is up, guys? Jawascript here, and today I'm going to be playing the first episode of Tribal Tuesday. So there are 238 different tribes, technically, the subtype, advisor, or human. There are 238 different subtypes, from advisor to zebra. So I'm going to see if I can play all of them. And this deck is the first one, which is advisor. So it has it's Orzhov, so it has this one, gains protection from the color of choice. Cavern of Souls, obviously. Coat of Arms. Then Deathbringer Liege, 5 mana for all advisors to get +2/+2. I can tap target creature, and then every white and black spell, I can destroy target creature. So Door of Destinies, whenever I play an advisor, put a charge counter. Advisors get +X/+X, where X is number of charge counters. Fatal Push, obviously. Godless Shrine, Shockland, land. Campbell, whenever they cast a non-creature spell, that player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. So if they lightning bolt this guy, it's 4 life in my favor. Marsh Flats, obviously. This one, Flash. Tapped creatures you control my block as though they're untapped, so I can swing in. Then if they try to go for the backswing, I have a 5/5 that's a blocking, and they're tapped, and it's only 3 mana, so I love this card. Whenever a source an opponent controls deal damage to you, that player sacrifices a permanent. That's so good, they won't attack me with just a 1-drop, because I'll take the damage and I'll have to sacrifice it. When this guy enters the battlefield, it's a 4-life swing. At the end step, I can exile it, and then I can bring it back, and then it gains haste, so 4 life every turn. Path to exile, of course. Some plains, some swamps. This guy, protection from creatures, has vigilance. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to you, destroy that creature. Put a 1/1 black and white spirit token with flying out of the battlefield. So, they swing me for 5, and I take 5. It gets killed, and I get a 1/1 spirit creature, which can be used with this person, where I can sacrifice 3 white creatures to remove target creature from the game. Then I can get whatever black creatures could put into a graveyard from play from this guy, put a 1/1 white spirit creature token into play. Then I sacrifice that 1/1 white spirit. So basically, I change a 1/1 black and white spirit, or 2 1/1 black and white spirits, into killing a creature and getting a white spirit. So yeah, then Thoughtseize to make sure they don't have any cards that I don't like. And Vanquisher's Banner, which means that all advisors get +1/+1, and whenever I play an advisor, I get to draw a card. I really like this deck. I've never heard of anyone playing Advisor Tribal. Oops. We'll see how this works. Alright, I think I'm going to keep this hand because it has this guy, which will become a 3/3, but then it has 2 of these lieges, and that means that I'll have, they can buff each other, and I can kill creatures, and they'll be just so OP together that I'm just gonna keep them both in my hand. I'm gonna get a Godless Shrine. So this is a pretty slow hand, but advisors aren't that fast. They have to take time while advising me. And that's a pretty cool mountain. We've got ourselves a Door of Destinies, which I'll definitely be playing before my Mictoconda. So I can play this. Play this guy. This guy is not actually an advisor, unfortunately, but it buffs all the advisors so much that it doesn't really matter. Non-basic lands are mountains. That is rather unfortunate, but luckily... Path to Exile. Oh yeah! Bayday Bing, Bayday Bomb. So I'll play this guy, and then I can play this guy to put a charge counter on this, making this guy a 3/3. Play this, making it a 4/4. Then I can play this guy, making it a 5/5, and we're looking pretty good. Chalice of the Void for 1, so I can't play any 1-mana spells. Alright. So I can't do any Fatal Pushes or Path to Exile, but that should be okay. It's the saddest moment when you have to choose Advisor as your creature type. I feel so bad. Because it's like saying ooze, like Obnoxious is post, where you had to play Ooze Tribal and you do Cavern of Souls choosing Ooze. Oh. Okay. So that's 4 damage to target creature. Remember I had a Torch of Defiance that I got from trading like one of the Jaces, the $22 one, and then it spiked to like 40 bucks and I traded away at like 30. I guess I'll sort of just have to sacrifice this guy because I think he's gonna -3 Chandra, but then I should be okay because I'll get another one and then smack Chandra, but not the greatest thing to have it die. Another change of Torch of Defiance. So next turn I'll be able to play this. They'll both be 5/6s, and they can't easily. They're not going to be within range of Chandra's -3 ability. A regular Simian Spirit Guide. Okay. This guy tapped, and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for this guy. And then next turn, if I get a land, I'll be able to. No, Chandra. No. There's no point in playing Planeswalker. But then why do you have 3 of them? What an idiot. Okay, so he has a Chalice of the Void for 1, so he can't play Lightning Bolt, which I guess is good because I don't want. I guess Campbell's going to be a 4/5. No, 6/7, and so sorry 7/8 because of this guy. Then this guy will come in and they'll both be really big boys. 9 lands in a row. Oh man. But yep. So I can do Campbell. So whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, or whenever this guy casts a non-creature spell, I gain 2 life and he loses 2 life. And next turn I have lethal. He has friends in both places, high and low, and all seem to owe him favors. So he seems like he can pull some strings to get what he wants. And this guy is just a giant horror and a monstrosity. But I think I should win this game because if I play this, then then this guy becomes a 8/9, and this guy will be a 6/6, and have to sacrifice. But I won with Advisor Tribal against a legitimately good modern deck. Such a risky keep. I don't know why he thinks this is so good. It's not. It's Advisor Tribal. It's also like $600. The creatures aren't the problem. It's just 4 Cavern of Souls and some Marsh Flats. Like, the 4 Cavern of Souls make it like $200 and something. But at least Abenoxious has 2 Cavern of Souls. Oops. I love how this guy's like, do you ever lose with this deck? And I've played it 1 time. Oh my god, that turn 1 faithless looting. I hate words. This guy seems a little bit angry about his draws. Okay. Maybe he just did. Maybe he just did 1 mana to mill himself for 2. Well done, good sir. Well done. Okay, I'm gonna do a plains. The next turn, I'm probably gonna do an isolated chapel, playing a Cartel Aristocrat, and I've got a 2/2 Aristocrat. I feel like I'm gonna lose, but whatever. The sacrifice ability isn't that good, but I guess you can use the other ability, whereas like on the one guy, whereas like whenever a creature card dies, you get a spirit, so you can just like keep stacking them over and over again. I guess, I don't know. If so, that's a pretty good 2-for-1. Or if you get 2 spirits and you kill a card, then it's just a kill for 2 spirit, and that's not a 2-for-1. I don't know what this guy's deck is actually. It has a bunch of mountains, Faithless Looting, and some Chandras. Or Chandra, as some people say. But I've got, next turn I can do this for a Godless Shrine. Then the next turn I can do this, and then this, and then basically I win the game. Because this card is so OP. It's like, Abenoxious has a green-white deck, and he has a card that's basically the same thing as this, but where it's just like all other white creatures get +1/+1 and other. Oh, okay. Finding a Schwamp. I think I can still grab it with that because it's like it's still a mountain, but it's like it still has the ability to pay 1 life. So this guy can't sacrifice permanents, which I wasn't planning on doing that. So this guy is a mountain. Now I can do Thoughtseize. And I can hold a Path to Exile. He's got a mountain. Alright, and then swing for 2. So he's only got a mountain, so he'll be top decking. And I will have another mountain. So I can't play Deathbringer Liege unless I draw another basic land. or a marsh flats. OMG. Mountain. Mountain. Oh. This guy seems angry about his draws. I feel he will use some choice words about his hand and his draws. What is he doing? Oh, right, flashback. That's not dumb of him. Because then he can just take away the 2 mountains, and as long as he doesn't choose, as long as he doesn't draw 2 mountains, then he's good. I'm guessing he's gonna discard the 2 mountains. So his draws were bad, so he said the site is also bad. Okay, that was good. I like that guy who just kept killing himself. Alright, so we only played against one guy, but it was a long enough game that I think I'm just going to keep that just to keep the video short. So if you guys did enjoy, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe for some more Tribal Tuesdays. And this week was Advisor Tribal. Next week is another tribal deck. Starts with A, because I'm going down the list of alphabetical things. I'm very excited for a Slith Tribal, because it's they're all 1/1s for 2, where whenever they deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. And there's only 5 creatures that actually have Slith in the name. So I'm gonna see if I can try to make a deck around card draw and like dealing damage, which would be cool, like giving them unblockable and stuff. So I think that'll be kind of just some weird fun, and that's the whole point of this Tribal Tuesday. So please be sure to check in next Tuesday for another tribal deck. See ya, bye.